My Hebrew brothers and sisters, the 12 tribes of Israel, scattered all over the earth, welcome back. Let me say this. We want to thank you again. Thank you for your subscriptions. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your comments. Thank you, my brothers and my sisters, for your prayers. Thank you for everything you're doing to help to advance this ministry. And we're going to ask you to continue to talk to your friends and your loved ones and encourage them to subscribe, like, and comment on these Bible lessons that we're giving. And we trust that you're getting a lot out of it, and that you're not only getting a lot, but you're also sharing it with your friends and your loved ones. And I try to make this segment as short as I can, so that I know about everybody's time is busy, and I make it so that you can take a 20 minutes break, and and just listen to the word. And all I'm giving you here, my brothers and sisters, is what the word of Yahweh said. So we're going to ask you and to be just try to share it. And I've heard from one of my subscribers, who's a regular subscriber, and I've never met them personally, but I count them as a friend and family, and they're sharing this. They're sharing this with others, and so praise be to Yahweh for that. Praise be to Yahweh. And so, my brothers and sisters, we just were going to encourage you to do that. So, in the last session, we stopped at verse 3. We just started verse 3 and we stopped there. And we say that in verse 3, and for those of you just coming in, it is Psalm 36, and we're dealing with the first 5 verses of the Psalm 36, which deals with the wickedness of man. Okay, and so here in verse 3, he said the words of his mouth. That's talking about the wicked person, the wicked man, right? The transgression, the wicked. The word of his mouth are iniquity and deceit. And so we say iniquity is the word Arven. That's what it is. The word Arven. And we say it was Aleph, Vav, and Nun. Arven. And these are the 3 consonants that make up that word. Okay, 3 consonants that make up the word Arven in the Hebrew. And my brothers and sisters, what he's saying here is that Arven is trouble, it's his sorrow, and it is wickedness. We talk about that. I believe we mentioned a little bit about that. Okay, so when in iniquity here, it is so vile, my brothers and sisters. When a person live a life of iniquity, and especially if you know them, it is so scary to be by them, because you never can tell what's going to happen. When a person like that gets struck, you don't want to be by them side. Because when they get struck, my brothers and sisters, they don't want to go by themselves. They're not going to want to go on alone. I've heard of situations where people are dying and they're wicked. They live a wicked life. And they're dying and they will curse, struggling to die. And they'll be cursing. They'll be cursing at Yahweh. They'll be cursing at people. They'll be cursing the doctors and the nurses and all those people. If they are in the hospital bed. At home, they'll be cursing the family members and people around them. And at one point, I heard that they even want to get up and walk. Some of them get up and start to walk and talk and swear and doing all kind of things, and then just fall dead. Die in the wickedness. Just die bad. That's a bad way to go, my brothers and sisters. That's not a peaceful way to go. You know? But affliction, evil, false, idol, iniquity, mischief, murder, not. That's kind of life. You know? And my brothers and sisters, they pant, they exert themselves, they usually in vain. You know? Everything they say come to naught, strictly nothing less. Like Solomon said in Ecclesiastes, nothing of nothing, all is nothing. Emptiness, empty. Vanity of vanity, all is vanity. Emptiness, my brothers and sisters. Trouble, vanity, wickedness, specifically an idol, person who does idol worship, and affliction, evil, false, mischief, unjust, unrighteous. They're vain in everything they said. They're wicked in everything they said. Everything they touch is wickedness. These are the kind of people, my brothers and sisters. These are the kind of people. So remember, I said that those of us who have come into a relationship with Yahweh, we are awakened. We're not walking in darkness anymore. We come to Yahweh. We return to Him. Our ancestors have drifted away from Him, and we follow our ancestors' ways and drifted away from Yahweh. So we come back to Him, right? We're in relationship with Him. We've been bought with a price. He bought us and brought us back to Himself. He redeemed us. Okay? All right. So once we come to Him and our old life is gone, all we're doing now is living a new life in Him. There's no iniquity and there's no deceit. Deceit here is something to hide. We don't have nothing to hide, my brothers and sisters. Everything we say, everything we do, is in the open. Yahweh is glorified from what we say and what we do. He had, listen to this word here. Deceit is a word, my brothers and sisters. It's a word, mirma. That's a Hebrew word, mirma. It is mem, resh, mem, and he. Mimra. Mim as a mimma. Mirma. Let me say it again. Mirma. Okay, that's what the word is. All right. And so what we're really talking about here is deceit or treachery. Treachery. There's no treacherous dealing with us. And this is what you find among the people around you. They're treacherous. You can't trust them. They're treacherous. It's in the church. You find few. And you know what I was? Let me say this, my brothers and sisters. I might be stoned for this one, but you know what? You know what I found out in the church? So, you have, in some churches, you have female pastors, right? And in some of the evangelical churches, like the organization that I work with, they didn't believe in female pastors. But you know what? While those female pastors is doing their work and trying to live the life and trying to reach people, You have some, and especially if they're successful. If they're successful, we have some of the pastors, the male pastors, right? And they will stand up in the pulpit and they will say evil. They will say evil. They're deceitful. And they will act like, they like everybody. But deep down, they cannot stand to even see one of those female pastors. They cannot stand to see them. They don't like to hear from them. They don't like to see them. And some of those female pastors that they're talking against are doing and living a better life. Standing, have the husband and the children and taking care of them and being, standing firm with them. Okay? And they're very treacherous, these people, and very deceitful. And they will say things and act like they're really for those people, but they're deep down, they're talking evil against them. Can't stand them. Like some of the politicians can't stand the women, politicians. Some of the men, right? And we have one of them who's running right now for leadership, and he can't stand the other women, He can't stand them. He say evil about them. He speak badly, My brother says, how can you speak evil against a woman who's a woman is your mother? Yeah? Tell me. You're a man. You are a man, right? I hope you are a man. But you cannot stand the women. And you born of a woman. A woman brought you into the world. A woman brought the Messiah into the world. When you take on human flesh, a woman did. What do you have against women? What do you have against? You married to a woman, right? If you say you're a man, you're married to a woman. Right? And so you talk against women, you talk against your auntie, you talk against your sister, you talk against your mother, your grandmother, and all of those female relatives of yours. If you talk against one, you talk against all. Okay? Treacherous and deceit among them. And especially in the church world. It started like that. The church started just like that. Have a lot of deceit and treacherousness among the people, the leaders. Treachery. Mirma is the word here. Mirma, deceit, treachery. Craftiness, deceitfulness, false, feign, guile, treachery. That sense of deceiving, fraud. Deceiving, you're deceiving people and you're fraudulent. Craftiness, guile, subtlety, treachery. This is what the scripture talk about. No guile inside. Don't make any guile found in you. The guile there is deceit, is treachery. Something feigned, something false. Nothing real. My brothers, my sisters. This is what the scripture say here. This is how, I'm just trying to describe a wicked person. A wicked man. It could be a woman too. Right? Okay. If you have that kind of attitude. So, this is what he said here. The word of his mouth. The words of his mouth are iniquity and deceit. And he said, he had left off to be wise. That's what he did. He left off to be wise. So what did you think he's going to be? Left off to be wise. You want to be wise, right? That's what you think. Right? But the word wise here is the word sarkal. Sarkal. You know? And he trying to, you know, he's trying to be prudent. You know? That's what he's trying to be prudent. But you're going to see that is not what he said he is. You know, he's considering that. You know, he's considering that. Yeah. Sarkal is to consider. You think you're considering yourself to be that, but it's not that. You know, you think you're an expert in this. You think you can instruct people in this. You think you prosper in this. You think you're dealing prudently in this. You think you're giving skillful thoughts and words and understanding to this. I alone can do it. Yeah, you watch it. You know, have a good success. You think you're teaching people in doing this, my brothers and sisters. You're not doing it. If you're right, if you are right, and you're living for Yahweh, then these things turn the other way. You can be an expert in the word. You can be instructing people to do the right thing, and you know you're prospering in doing this. You know you deal prudently, my brothers and sisters. You become skillful in doing this because you're serving Yahweh, and you're having good success in doing this because you're doing the things that bring glory and praise to Yahweh. But when you're doing it for yourself, you, my brothers and sisters, you're not doing anything. Okay. So then, and he think he left thing off, right? Left off. He had left off to be wise and to do good. If he does that, honestly, to be wise and to be good, the word good here is a beautiful word, yatab. My brothers and sisters, because the yatab here is a yob and tet and bet. And this word, my brothers and sisters, this word here, yatab, spelled in the Hebrew, yod, tet, and bet. And what it's saying here is that this person is good, to be well, glad, pleasing. Okay? So if the person is changed from evil to do that, would be great. Okay? It will be great. Because what happened there, in this case, this person will be accepted. He'll amend to all of this stuff that he done wrong. And he's using, he want to be right. It benefits there for him. And it's going to be beneficial to others too. You want to make better. You want to see him best. You want to make well. Literally, my brother says, you want to sound beautiful. Or you know, happy, successful. You're going to be right. You know. You're going to be right, my brothers and my sisters. You know. You're going to do the thing that seems the best. You want to make amends. My brothers and my sisters, he wants to be cheerful. He wants to be comely. He wants to be content. He wants to be diligent. He wants to be earnest in everything. He want to find favor in Yahweh. He want to give, and he want to be, you know, like, always have good things to say. Always have good things to do. You want to do good. Want to be merry. Want to please Yahweh. Okay? If you'll turn from the evil to do good, to be wise and to do good, that's great. But most time they're not turning. Most time they're not doing what Yahweh said. You know, most time they're not doing that. Most time they're not doing that, my brothers, my sisters. But here, this person, if he does right and he means well, he want to entreat others to do the right thing. And he want to do good to show an example. He can turn and he can say, look, man, here was my life. Here is my life now. I was going astray. Now I'm on the right track. Come and go with me. How many times do you find people turning away from evil, turning to do the right thing, turning to Yahuwah? Yahuwah wants us to be right. And praise be to his holy name, my brothers and sisters. Those of us who have turned away from doing wrong, we are beautiful people. We are accepted people. We are successful people. Praise his holy name. Because we made amends for this stuff. And we're using the right, we're beneficial, and we benefit, and we want other people to be benefited from the things that Yahuwah calls us to do that is right and well. And we can make sweet, my brothers and sisters. We can make thoroughly sweet. We can make very sweet. Praise his holy name. We can make very well. And we can say, yes, we're dealing good. We're dealing well. We're earnest in what we do for Yahuwah. Praise his holy name. We're going to stop here, my brothers and sisters. We're going to ask you to be a blessing to someone and walk with the King. Shalom.